Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. Today's briefish video is my art video for Paradise Dragona, the latest Japanese set that came out in September of 24 in Japan, and is going to be part of Surging Sparks in English. And what I'm doing today is my rundown of my top art from the set. And what I've done is I've split it into two groups. So we're going to do a top 10 of regular cards and then a top 7, I think it is, of special cards. Right, let us see where we go with this. So in 10th place, I've gone for Tsuke's Goldengo. Nice piece of pen work, fisheye lens, upside down, whatever. So Zuke has done 11 cards so far for the Pokemon TCG. And I think that's quite a successful card. It appealed to me anyway. So that makes number 10. In 9th place, I have gone for Tiger Kasai doing Simisear. And this is their 9th card, I think. Sorry, 5th card. Just check my notes, hang on. Yeah, 5th card. 5th card they've done. Their first card was the Greninja that they won the competition with a couple of years ago, the illustration competition. This is very dramatically painted. A very unpopular Pokemon, was actually voted the least popular Pokemon in the world a couple of years back. Yeah, Simisear. So that's Tiger Kasai in at number 9. At number 8, I've gone for Yuya Oka, who is an artist I'm very fond of, and I collect their work. They've done 36 cards for the TCG. This is Excadrill. I love the line, although I prefer Drillbur to Excadrill. This just felt a little bit simple and dark to me. I would have liked a little bit more detail in the background, perhaps, or something, but it still makes my list. And that is number 8, Excadrill. In 7th place, I have gone for Kawayu's Skarmory, a Pokemon I like very much, and I love Kawayu's artwork. The reason this isn't higher is that I think it's a little bit muddy, a little bit subdued in its colours. Don't like the choice of colours. This sort of there's something about it I don't quite like. I don't think the cropping works particularly well. But that is my number 7. In 6th place, I've chosen Takumiwada's Dialga. Love Takumiwada's work. This is their 6th or 7th card, depending on which way you count it, because I've got 2 cards in this set. I like Dialga a lot. This just is a little bit confusing to me. Yes, we're looking from lower up and it's stomping. It's just a little bit messy for me, but it's a strong card. Dynamic. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. 5th place. I've gone for another Kawayu. Now Kawayu has done Black Kyurem before, as far as I remember. I love their work. It's a Pokemon I like, very dramatic. The art style is very Kawayu. Reminds me of, I don't know if anyone knows the reference, Mark Teixeira used to draw Ghost Rider back in the 90s. Or Jay Lee used to do Namor back in the 90s. Those are comics that I used to read a long time ago, and it's this very aggressive art style. But this is it's a perfect Pokemon for Kawayu's art style, and I think that's a very nicely done card. So that's my number 5. We'll move this up there. In 4th place, I've gone for Buchi, and this is their first card. This is a Pokemon I do not like, and I do not like Espathra either. But Buchi has been given this little Pokemon and has done a beautiful job of painting that scene. The flowers are excellently painted. Yeah, contrast and depth, very good. Simple card, but complex execution. Very nice. Very, very strong. to see more of their work. And we're on to the last 3 of the regular cards here. And I was impressed by this one a lot. This is Tapulele by Natsumi Yoshida. It's their 10th card, and their first card was the promo in the 151 box in English. It wasn't a promo, it was a SAR in Japan of the Mew flying over the little town with the people looking out their windows or whatever. This is a very well put together card. I assume they knew that they were doing a holo card, and they've done the background beautifully to really take full advantage of the holo pattern. With the black outlines on Tapulele, but the coloured outlines on the background. It just really works as a piece of design. And Lele is quite an attractive looking Pokemon, well designed Pokemon, so that works very well. That's my number 3. Number 2, I have gone for Rianti Hidayat doing Turtonator, and this is their 6th card. She's an artist who had worked previously for the Zelda Breath of the Wild game, as far as I know, doing concept art, I think. And paints in a style here that's very similar to Okucheke or Minaminame Take or Kato, a number of the artists that are doing this postmodernism deco style. And I don't particularly like the Pokemon Turtonator. It's a bit silly looking. It's okay. But the art here is excellent. The colour tones are brilliant. Choice of colour for the sky and the background with the light coming through. Very, very, very clever. Really talented art. Yes. And my favourite card, big surprise, considering I'm always being rude about Akira Egawa, saying I don't like her artwork. But, I love Gouging Fire. I'm a huge Entei fan, and Gouging Fire is basically Entei with a silly hat on. But this totally suits Egawa's style, and she's just done an amazing job there. Really impressive piece of artwork. High drama, and if you translate the card across here, it's the direction of it. Sorry, the sweep of it across here. It's just brilliant. Just brilliant. So, nice card from Egawa. Okay, moving on to... Well, let's move those out of the way, actually. Put those away. Moving on to the special cards. These are a top... Let me just count them again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, okay. So in 7th place, I have gone for Takumi Wada doing Skarmory. Now, this is quite a clever little card because it evokes... an Americana era of the 50s and 60s with all the chrome. Looks like it's somewhere like the Mojave Desert or something. Got the camper vans, the VWs. Yeah, it's nice. It's a little bit dull, perhaps. I feel the sky could have been done. But given that the sky is taking up so much of the picture, the clouds are very, very boringly painted. The pose is a little bit boring. I'd like a little bit more sort of attitude in Skarmory, I think. But it's a nice study in reflections, obviously, metalwork, but also just capturing... I can't remember what it is. There's a filter you get on on my phone that has that sort of slightly antiquated feel to it. Captures the Kodak colour of the early colour photographs of the 60s and stuff. So, nicely done, that one. So that came in 7th place. In 6th place, I've gone for Jerky, who I don't often appreciate, I guess. But this is a Sir Titan. Reminds me a little bit of Hyogonosuke's Blitzel on the iceberg, but here we have Sir Titan looking down at some Whelmers in the water and pondering his existence and his connection to his watery cousins. Very nice piece of deco-esque graphic art. Just clean, works brilliantly as a holo with that satin sheen across the ice. Really working very well. So, well thought out card, that one. In 5th place, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, this is 5th place. I've gone for Minaminame Take, doing Appleton. Really sweet. I love Take's work. It's very Okacheki-like, but distinct in its own style. And this is a very successful card of Appleton amongst some apples having been picked and put in boxes and baskets. Just works really nicely. Great character. Yep, I'm very fond of that one. Right, we are into the top 4, and 4 and 3 are a pair, so you have to have them together. And this is Okacheki. This is Okacheki doing Latias and Latios. It's a shame that they didn't give an EX to Latios, because you now have although they are a pair and it's a split piece of artwork that fits together, one of them's textured, one of them isn't, and that's a shame, I think. But I love Okacheki. Okacheki is all about understanding light. The focus in all of Okacheki's artwork is on light source, time of day, temperature, weather. All these are huge factors in how Okacheki paints, and this is a sunset or a sunrise. I think it's a sunrise. But it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Lovely pair of cards. Just have a look at the texturing on the Latias. See if we can pick that up. So it's not patchwork fields, but it's a little town below. Yeah, very, very nice. I am a big fan of those. Which leaves us our top 2. And in 2nd place, I am obsessed with Unonori. And I encourage everybody who collects Pokemon cards or likes artwork, if this appeals to you, get out there, start collecting Unonori, because it's early days at the moment and they're all quite cheap. But this is just amazingly good. Unonori is a great artist. Very distinctive, strong pen work. This is about their 8th card, maybe, somewhere in that region. Can't remember. But I am a big collector of Unonori, and this Flapple is brilliant. Composition is excellent in that, and the execution. But it's just that's a very strong art rare. Love it. No surprises. My favourite card from the set is well, I'll just have one of them. No, these are some of them. I've got more. Luckily, it's a cheap card at the moment. Probably will be forever. But Bruxish. Bruxish by Arita. They often say that there's someone in the world for whom each Pokemon is their favourite Pokemon. Well, if there's somebody who this is their favourite Pokemon in the world, we are in trouble, because it's a ghastly Pokemon. But even that, given that it is a ghastly Pokemon, the master of painting underwater has done an incredible job. No, it's not going to be my favourite Arita card of the year. That's probably going to go to either Abomasnow or Great Tusk or something, but it is an incredibly strong card. To take Bruxish and make an image so perfect like that, it's just genius. So that is my favourite card of the set of the special cards, and my favourite of the regular cards goes to Egawa with the Gouging Fire. So that is my little video for today. Come back later in the week, probably, for I'm going to do an Okacheki video.